What up, y'all? Y'all know who it is, man. It's Creighton. Um, Man, just had to talk to y'all about what's going on. I know I'm like the millionth dude to comment on this whole George Zimmerman case, this injustice. You know, just got a few things I want to touch on real quick. I can't say don't be discouraged by this because it's very discouraging, but more so be encouraged. I'm so upset about this, man. I wrote down a few things, because when I'm upset like this, it's hard. I have a loss for words. It's hard to find the right words to say. Be encouraged, though. I wrote a couple of things down. Be encouraged to take your kids to the shooting range. Be encouraged to put your children in martial arts. You know, uh, if you don't know how to operate a firearm very well, be encouraged to go to the shooting range yourself to learn how to safely operate firearms. Be encouraged. Be encouraged to get ahead financially and pull others up with you. Because it's not a game, black people. Orlando's court system just said, it's okay to kill our babies. It's not a game. What happened to Trayvon Martin? The difference between what happened to Trayvon Martin and what happened to Emmett Till is one of them died a more painful death. One of them died in Florida and the other one died in Mississippi. That's it. That's the only difference. The competition amongst us black people, the competitive nature rather, that ends up causing violence amongst us. It has to stop. It has to stop. You want to compete? Compete. Compete. Set up a competition where you can see who can do the most to stop the violence, who can do the most to stop the separatism, who can seek and who can spread the most knowledge. Compete on that. Let me repeat myself one more time. Who can do the most to stop the violence? Who can do the most to stop the separatism amongst us? Who can find and spread the most knowledge? Compete on that. And this is not just a problem in the South. Timothy Sansbury, Sean Bell, what was my man's name? Amadou Diallo. All of them was in New York. So this is happening all over America. Don't get it twisted. America is a wilderness, and black people, you are dear. It ain't just the police. You are dear for any racist individual who wants to profile and target you. You are dear, and over again, the court system is saying it's okay to kill these niggas. Go home. A pit bull got a better chance of getting justice than you do. Obama called it an American tragedy, but that's because he's in a position to where he can't really express himself. It's some bullshit is what it is. It's some racist bullshit. But again, he can only say so much. Anybody with good sense know his hands are tied and he got duct tape on his mouth. You got Republicans that are strategically keeping his hands tied so that he can't get certain bills passed for one reason, because his skin looks something like this. This ain't a good example. My younger brother TJ is a better example, but you get what I'm saying. Marissa Alexander, a black woman, in the same state with the same stand your ground laws, was getting attacked by her husband. Uh, Fired off some warning shots. Didn't shoot nobody. Fired off some warning shots, and she got 20 years in the same state. And it just so happens, I just read up on this. She's prosecuted by the same prosecutor that prosecuted the Zimmerman case. She was offered 3 years, and she didn't take the 3 years because she felt like she didn't do anything wrong. She was in her house, and she defended herself, and nobody got hurt. And that was her first offense. But to the same prosecutor that prosecuted the Zimmerman case, it was worth 20 years what she did. Man, you know, Zimmerman got over $1 million donated to him for his lawyer fees to get him out of this mess. Which lets you know, I mean, I'm only going to speak on this briefly. I don't think all white people are evil by any means. But history has proven that all white people who are in high places are definitely racist. The same white people who started and run this country are definitely racist. Because the same white people who started and run this country, those are the same white people that own slaves. Those are the same white people. Their descendants, believe me, their descendants are the same people still in control right now today. Believe that. Believe that. But it's deeper than that, you know. We have to become a community, period. Because we're not a community right now. You see these police and these racists, and I'm talking about all police, because even a black cop, a black person who becomes a cop is not a black person no more. They're a cop. You know, they all go through the same programming. So it ain't no difference. I don't care if you black, Mexican, whatever. Once they become a cop, they're a cop. They go through the same program. They programmed by the same programmer who programmed these racist white cops. You know. Now believe me, somebody can look like me, but if they got that uniform on, they got the same mentality. Believe that. Oh man. And as far as like I said, it's not just a Southern thing, you know. It's an American thing. You know, this is happening all over America. You know. And I cannot reiterate that enough. They use the way that we treat each other as an excuse to mistreat us, which is retarded if you think about it. You know, if my neighbor is across the street, go in their house and they fight amongst each other and they stab one another and they're very violent with one another, that doesn't mean it's okay for me to mistreat them when they leave their home because they mistreat each other. But again, this is what they do. You know, I just want you to be aware of that. Be aware of what's happening to you. You know, it didn't matter if that boy had a hoodie on or he had a polo on. All George Zimmerman seen was he was black and he don't like black people. You know, they put different things in your mind, and these are all scapegoats. These are all excuses to mistreat you, and even going as far as killing you for nothing. This is how much you're hated in this country and on this planet, if you ask me. You know, and Mama forgive me, and all my elders forgive me. for any bad language that I use, but right now this is the only way I can express myself. You can say I'm not intelligent or whatever you want to say. You know, this is I'm expressing myself the best I can, and from the bottom of my heart, you know, I want to say, you know, if good Lord bless me to ever become a father, you know, my children will have nothing to do with the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem. Fuck your flag. You know, if I seen somebody burn a flag, I probably wouldn't do nothing but light a cigarette off of it. That's how I feel about that fucking flag. It don't mean nothing to me because I'm not in mind. You know, the Pledge of Allegiance don't have me in mind. The national anthem don't have me in mind. That's for a privileged certain group of people. I'm not in that group of people. And, you know, you can't change my mind on how I feel about that. You know. and you better realize that, you know, and govern yourself accordingly. You know, realize that you're a target. Realize that you're a second-class citizen. You know, my brothers out there in Chicago, man, y'all get it together, man. There's got to be a way to stop all this violence, man. Y'all are dropping like flies out there, man. It ain't just in Chicago, but as far as I know, man, I don't think they dying nowhere like they dying in Chicago right now, man. Y'all gotta find a way to get it together out there, man, because they use that as an excuse to kill us, man. That's their excuse. Look at how they treat each other. Again, it's retarded, but that's their excuse. You know, it's amazing to me when I sit back and think, why do all these people hurt? Why do all these people hate us? You know, so much. You know, and what it is most of them are taught to be that way, because the majority of the incidents as far as violence where we're involved, we hurt each other. We don't go fucking with nobody else. We hurt each other. So why do they hate us so much if we only hurt each other? It's amazing to me. It's amazing. But I hope some of the things I said have been informative. We got to get it together, folks, and we have to be together. We gotta find a way to get along amongst each other. We have to find a way to. We have to seek knowledge, and we have to spread that knowledge. Because we getting hunted down and shot down in the middle of the streets. Like a rabbit in the woods. I can't even say like a dog, because dogs get more respect than us here. They get treated better than us here. Go on, marinate on that for a minute. I'm holler at y'all.